Hey there, Fawn. Things look like they're coming along nicely, yeah? I've made a lot of progress since you've been here last, Lilo. How have you, been doing? I haven't seen you in a bit. All's going pretty well with me. How about you? Yeah, I've been hanging out with some buds in real life. Can't complain too much. Well, that's pretty good. Glad to hear things aren't going too bad. Maybe I'll actually get to finish this build, unlike that cathedral I was doing long ago. I wish I didn't lose that save file. Yeah, it really blows. I mean, when I switched to PlayStation, I still had my Xbox, but then I ended up selling that Xbox because I didn't really use it. And yeah, now someone else out in the world has my save data for that world. I think I spent like a year's worth of time on that cathedral just to never finish it. At least I still have pictures of it, I guess. right? Uh, if I could just track that person down and get that save, that would be so great. That build was turning out so good too. I mean, that build was probably one of the best builds I've ever done. I mean, it's also what put me into not playing this forever, since that build took a lot out of me. Not sure if this build is more ambitious than that one, but it's definitely pretty up there. Oh well. I've lost that one Total Miner parkour map of mine that was one of the first maps on there to get 1K ratings. That was a shame. I have not played Total Miner in ages. I have that one pixel art map on there that got a ton of ratings. I don't remember how many ratings it had, but I remember like the developer for the game came and visited my map. Total Miner was some better days. The poor man's Minecraft. Wasn't it like 99 cents or something like that to play Total Miner? Yeah, Craig seems like a pretty relaxed guy. I guess like Arbold was saying last time that I guess he's been in contact with Craig, or Craig's came back or something like that. I guess he like follows their Discord or something. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I wonder how Total Miner is doing nowadays. I don't even know what you could play that on. Maybe it's on PC now or something. Yes, I can fly around a bit for progress sake, if you want to see here. I made this Pokemon pixel art the other day. Have you had anyone else help with the training? No, I've literally done all of this myself. I don't think even another person has even loaded themselves into this world. I did not have the following like I did back in the Xbox days. Like, no one comes and visits at all. And I added this very ambitious section. We'll see how far that goes. I'm probably gonna build some thing like my cathedral I never got to finish in that little section. Yeah, draining is a lot quicker than it was back when we were playing on Xbox. You don't have to use sand anymore since Sponge came out. Yeah, I've always been a bit ambitious. I don't know, I always liked building bigger things instead of smaller builds. They seem more impressive in the long run. But with that comes a lot of repetitiveness. Sometimes I just fly around here and don't do anything. Or come in here and swim under everything. Right. I bought Minecraft on the Xbox 360 the day it came out when there was only survival mode. I was playing with some guy, I don't even remember his name. I just remember he stopped playing with me because we got in some argument. We ended up being on an episode of the Big B Stats Cribs or whatever. Those were some interesting times. Then back when it first came out, literally anyone could join your game, so people would grief all the time. I also remember getting like 4th place in some pixel art competition for the gaming. He gave me 4th place because I had some unfinished stuff on there, and people were like, why is this person and fourth below some of these other people. Oh. Kind of wonder how my standing would be today if I would have not taken such a long break from this game. People would like message me on Xbox like every few minutes asking, hey, can I play with you? Or can I see your build and all this other crap? I got so much spam back in the day. And all those people asking if they can join Builder's Unit and they want to try out. Arbold made me one of the people that could see if someone is allowed to join or however you want to word that. Not sure how that squid died, but rest in peace, squid. The Builder's Unit was really prominent at one time. Do you remember how it broke up? I think I wasn't around at the time. I don't remember exactly how it broke up, but looking back at like Twitter, I think I might have surmised sort of how it broke up. So at the time, I guess we were like big rivals with Craftlogical's build team or whatever, and I guess one of our members hacked them or something like that, and that started a big feud, and people got like really disappointed in us or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's probably a better question for Arbold if he ever comes around. Because I know, like, personally myself, I never, like, built too much with the team. I was more on my own and people would come help me instead of me working with the group. And then I kind of did my own thing with White Fang and his brother and all of them. Since I built so differently than everyone else on the team, everyone else was like building like medieval castles and stuff, and I was building all this colorful thing that no one wanted a part of, apparently. apparently, Craftological formed one of the organizations on the Minecraft marketplace or store or whatever you want to call it now, and they like sell content to people. Well, I'm glad that you always liked it. I just think what the issue was with people trying to build with me is that, like, literally no one else had my style and couldn't, like, comprehend what to do with it. Everyone else was, like, building with wood and stones, and I was building with a whole bunch of wool and stuff like that. Pretty sure you hanged out on my map a lot and you would watch or help replicate walls or whatnot. I think you were one of the few members to actually kind of help out on that round. I remember people used to join the party when Arvold was in it, and they'd start playing that Mexican trumpet song, and Arvold was used to like get a little aggravated. That is for sure. It was very, very different times. I mean, what was that, like 10 years ago? Huh. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. Other people are being loud outside. My Chihuahua thinks that she's all powerful. Ooh. just remember, like, one day you just, like, stopped showing up. I'm like, where the hell is Lilo? Oh. It was like you disappeared forever. I'm sorry to hear that. Stuff like that can be tough. Especially at the age that we were at the time. Yeah, I got that out too far. And having your health is always a good thing. I don't think much can top that. If you ever get a PlayStation, you let me know. I'll put you to work. It'll be like old times. Oh, I appreciate it. Hope on this would be so very welcomed. I mean, in the end, it's gonna be, I guess more impressive that I did this all by myself. I would so much appreciate it. We have so many more blocks to mess with. We do. Microsoft just keeps updating and updating and updating this game. Oh, these lights that I'm putting down there are from the latest updates. They're frog lights. I think they're the first light source block they've added in a long time. I think they look pretty nice. Yeah, it's crazy. They had 2 new types of lighting in this update with the candles and frog lights. Yeah, I really like the blue. I also really like those blue torches. I don't remember when they added those. But the blue torches are pretty solid, and then like the blue campfires. Ooh, no one wants to hear you speak. I know I don't want to hear you speak, Lulu. I could not pinpoint what all they added on each of the updates, but I know they've added some good stuff. Huh. You like play Minecraft on PC at all? Or you just keep up with the updates just because? You would love all the corals in this game. And the colors of all the corals are pretty interesting. I've yet to do anything with them. You watch a ton of Minecraft videos? Well, I see you've kept your interest up with the game. You know, all of the, like, well, Bedrock is, the Bedrock version of Minecraft is cross-compatible with all the different consoles and the PC version of Bedrock and all that. Well, I'm glad you've kept tabs on the game. Yeah, if like literally, if you had PC Minecraft and like everything's linked through Microsoft now, so you can play with anyone that's also on Bedrock. You just have to have their Microsoft account name. And then there's the realms that you can pay for a server that they host on their end that you just pay like $8 a month for, and you can have a server up that anyone can join at any time that you invited to be on it. I'll just finally have that linked up here. Right. It would have been very helpful. Then we could have just had someone on a PC account in our world and use commands to clear out sections and stuff for it, so we didn't have to place block by block. It's also very true not having to leave someone have their Xbox running all day just so people can build on it. Also, would have been nice back then to have infinite worlds like we have on console now. Now you don't really even have to make separate maps for all your builds. You can just fly somewhere else in your infinite world and build whatever new thing you want to build. Not sure what I want to work on currently. I think at some point I might build another one of these hot air balloons. I wonder how many blocks I've destroyed and placed so far on this build. Like, this is the progress of like a little over 3 weeks of working on this. So I think I've made a pretty decent dent in this. My favorite biome so far, I am not sure. There's so many new biomes now. Like, I like the new caves that they have now with the update they did where they made the what was it, 64 more rows of blocks under bedrock and another 64 tall. Like, those new caves are like massive under what bedrock used to be. Really have a bunch of progress for sure. Yeah, I have been working diligently on this whenever I mean, most of my progress I've made on this is just while streaming. I rarely work on this outside of streaming. I mean, every now and then I'll build something off stream, like I built this off stream, and I've done a little bit of training off stream, but I haven't done much outside of the streams. So it's pretty neat having most all the progress on this documented in video. Yeah, with what was that new mob, the Warden? The Warden seems intense. I don't keep up with survival too much though. All I really do on survival now is dig. And load up my survival world real quick. I've just been working off and on it since before Bedrock. I didn't even bother to name it. It's my survival world I've been working on since like 1.6 or something like that. I would just load this up whenever I didn't feel like doing much else and just dig. I haven't got much of this to the new bedrock yet other than down there. And I have all this like stripped mined cave system. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent like just digging in this ground. And the higher you get up here, the more intense it gets. I've obviously had quite a bit of free time to do all this digging. Yeah, I've never actually shown off this world at all, because this was just something I did in my spare time whenever I didn't feel like doing anything else. This is, all these chests are entirely full of stacks of blocks from being digged out. Over here I started flattening out the world. I mean, I haven't done too much over here, honestly. I have more focus on the digging. And I was gonna build some underground roller coaster over here. It's been a bit since I've worked on this little side. I have my fox down here. Trying to make your own caves and glyphs. I guess I am. Maybe eventually, once I have like a decent sized area down to the new layer of bedrock, I'll build houses down there or something. But, yeah, this is my survival world I work on every now and then. One day I'll get it all down to the new bedrock. I think this is what it used to be. Oh, I can't. They won't let me just go on this. I would have to. I just won't mess with it. Oh, go back to this build. Oh wait, I have a friend that has a realms that I've been playing on every now and then in survival. It's my house on my friend's realm search. I haven't finished it, but I think I've probably chopped down a good 100+ trees and sheared a good couple hundred sheep to get what I have even done on this. My dog is not happy right now. Oh, it's an initial realm. This is my friend's house. And this little dock they made, and this other person that plays the realm's little fishing house. I don't know what difficulty he has this on. I think it might be hard. the new mangrove trees. I think I know what one you're talking about. The mangrove. The mangrove trees look pretty nice. I like a lot of the new things they got there. Warped planks, like the warped planks and stuff, those are super nice. And, you know, I like all the colorful blocks. Feel like it's the first new time they had a new type of tree in a while. Yeah, it's a rarity that they add new types of trees. Netherwood is very nice. I like all the changes they've made to the Nether over the years. I like how the Nether went from just being like a Halloween thing to some very massive portion of the game. I remember at some point I was trying to like make the Nether in my one abandoned mountain village world be like the overworld. And I found out you could melt ice to get water in the Nether. Maybe I should add the Nether to this build too. Add a portal somewhere and start doing that again. Have this be like the water, build, and then have the Nether incorporated, have a lava version of this. I could technically get a hold of that map again, because I did put that map up for download. I think at this point in time, around like 5,000 some odd people have downloaded that map. I stopped working on that build a long while back though, because the save got corrupted and I had to revert myself to an older version of that world, and I just lost the motivation to work on it because I lost so much progress on it. I had that futuristic mansion I worked on where I just let people come in and make their own room and such. That one I made a download for as well. I'm pretty sure that one's got a bunch of downloads over the years as well. Yeah, I've never really built too much for myself, but do remember making this map that was old Japanese style and all the homes were circular. Really loved that thing. Yeah, I don't remember too much of the things you built, but then again, I don't really remember too much of what anyone built. But that sounds pretty neat. You still have like pictures of it, or is it just lost entirely? If you ever, it was all lost, never really showed it to anyone. That's unfortunate. What I was gonna say, if you ever want to feel sort of nostalgic, Arvold uploaded like 4 or 5 of the old maps on a remade Builders Unit channel, I guess. That's how I actually found Arvold again. I think I also might have a few of the old Builders Unit builds on this channel. I think he uploaded, like he re-uploaded them like 2 years ago or something like that. It was definitely a blast from the past when I saw that stuff. wonder what happened to everyone else. I don't even know how many hours I've showed that one build, our build, and all the builders unit made the palace map to people. I don't know. That might be one of the maps on that channel, honestly. I really wonder what happened to everyone else. I've only been able to get in contact with you and Arbold, and not really anyone else that used to be a member. Maybe one day we'll find all. I don't even remember how many members we ended up having. I know we had a pretty decent amount of people. I am surprised we didn't have that many griefers destroying builds file. Yeah, me too. That's honestly very surprising. It was very popular at the time. I know we had a pretty decent amount of members. I don't even think I've met all the actual members. I think the only time I was doing group things is when they wanted me to come in and do a floor design for them. Since apparently that was my specialty of designing the floors. I'm so close but so far from finally having this middle drained. Personally, only talked with you and Arbold. Kind of forgot there were two others, but I have forgotten their names. Yeah, there was some other person I would talk to with a lot. We were doing a build that was sort of like similar to what I'm doing now. I mean, it was nowhere near as colorful as like blue and stone. And we would work on that, but then I lost touch with that person. And I have a picture of that build that was sort of like this on my Planet Minecraft account. Well, thank you, Lila. Oh, I've been trying. I just got motivated at the beginning of this month to build something again, and here we are. I'm surprised that I still somewhat have some creative skills. I don't think it's on par with how I used to build, but I think it's pretty decent for not really building anything in such a long time. I think the most surprising thing for me is I was able to build a somewhat okay organic statue. I mean, it's nothing like my statue of David or skeleton that I made. And then these style of homes will always be engraved in my mind how to make them. I've made so many of these kind of homes. The airship was interesting to make because I could not remember at all how to make the like blimp shape. So I was kept trialing and erroring till I got a decent blimp shape. I think my favorite thing about this so far is these underground tunnels where you can see on one side all the ocean and then on the other side the center that's been drained out. Imagine doing all this in survival instead of creative. How long that would take. Uh, I can only imagine how much a pain it would be to drain this ocean, especially because you'd have to find the sponges and those underwater temples. Like this one over here, even though I don't think this one has any sponge in it. Not sure how often I'll stream at this time. Normally I stream at my morning time because I work overnights and I just stream when I'm done. It would have been really nice if back in the day consoles had built-in streaming capabilities like they do now. All the content we could have pushed out. Maybe we'll build some houses in these plots here. Kind of seems criminal to leave that area just barren. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Alright, Lila. Wish these blocks would just disappear on their own. It's all good, Lilo. Welcome back. And it was interesting the other day. I just drained this section over here, and I was hearing like a sound that sounded like a villager. And I'm like, what is that villager coming from? Lo and behold, there was an abandoned mine shaft under the water, and there was just a traveling merchant down here trying to sell flowers. I have no idea how they got down here. I was so confused. Right. Traveling salespeople always be bothering us. Making their sound. Yeah, she didn't have any llamas though, so I wonder if he was swimming in the water and they just got down there and he was the only survivor and the llamas just drowned. Of course, you can talk to me about the extended car warranty. You have a moment of time to speak with me about our Lord and Savior. Imagine if there was Mormon villager NPCs. I'm getting tired of this rain. I'll sleep, I guess. So is this kind of like a courtyard that you're making some? Yeah, sorta. Like, there's just this middle section in between, I don't know what to call these, inverted towers. And then I have these platforms that are going to be in pretty much the similar locations along the other sides. They'll have these houses in the corner and these little, I guess, fountains in the middle. Maybe I'll build something, these like middle patches that are going to be here. Because it kind of feels weird just to leave this blank. Not sure though. Well, there's a. Speaking of traveling merchants, there's one right there. What are you selling? You're selling glowstone? At least you're smart to bring something I've actually been using. Yeah, it's just like the central area. I was gonna have like an entrance coming out from here, but I don't feel like trying to recenter this, so this is just gonna sit here, and I might make entrances that come off the sides, and then back here is gonna be some big building at some point, if and when I ever get to that point. I kind of want to do something like that cathedral I never got to finish back here. Dedicating this all to like the Pokemon Manaphy, if you know about Pokemon. This is Phione, which is like the baby Pokemon of Manaphy or whatever. Probably incorporate Manaphy somehow onto the build back here. There's so much that can be done. I've just been kind of like going with the flow. I'll like be working on this, doing this real tedious thing. I'll come up with an idea and then I'll start it. Originally, I was just gonna like build a town in this center area, but then I started building all these platforms and stuff, and it's been what's been going on. How's it going, Six? How are you? Makes sense. I've dabbled in Pokemons a time or two. The good old Pokemons. I started shiny hunting in the Pokemons a few years ago. Before I got back into Minecraft. How have you been today, Six? I'm good, man. How are you? I'm doing pretty alright. Wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today, but I'm pretty glad that I did. Look at you two being so friendly with each other. It's raised you two so so well. I'm glad you could make it too, Six. If you haven't met Lilo, this is Lilo. We used to be on a build team together back when we played Minecraft on the Xbox 360. All these fish dying, man. Oh, are they dying in the abandoned mine? Yeah. Could you please stop fish? They'll help. That's a little better. I'll listen till you die back here. Xbox 360 Minecraft was the best. I don't care what anyone says. Being able to fly in survival made it so much easier. Yeah, Minecraft on Xbox 360 was some golden times in my Minecraft career. When'd you actually start building 6? Those fish dying like... Alright, we're gonna dig up this area. I'm getting tired of hearing them. This year is when I started actually building. Nice. How many projects have you completed or have started working on? This is actually the first project I've been working on since, what, the 8 or 9 years since I started my last project. The only big project is a fantasy cave that I still need to finish up, but it's really close to being complete. Nice. Are you gonna... I assume you're gonna upload that when it's done? As I would like to see it. You were playing on PlayStation the other day. If you want, obviously playing on PlayStation 2, you can add me sometime. Maybe we can build something or play together at some point. 6. Right, Les? Oh. Yeah, probably tour of it. I wish I would have recorded the progress made throughout, but I didn't plan it through. Well, there's always next build. I'm down. I'll DM you on Discord for your name. Sounds good. I mean, if you just want my name, I have it on the channel about, I think, if you look there. And if you really wanted, you could feel free to join in now if you wanted and fly around and see the build in person, I guess. I wonder why they don't want to put in commands in Bedrock version Minecraft. I have no idea. I could not tell you that one, Milo. Commands would be so helpful. Like, if I could just copy and paste stuff on this, I could have already been done with this whole, like, middle section of this build. Though I guess not being able to do that and doing this all by hand makes it more impressive, I guess. Yeah, my way, merchant. I've wanted to mess around with MC Edit recently, so I'll probably watch some videos on that, and I know after that I'll never be able to build the same again. That's a mood. That is a mood. I see you already sent a friend request. I'll go ahead and accept that. Alright, I accepted your friend request 6. Oh my. I wonder how many fish I've killed in total while doing all this water draining. I imagine the numbers are pretty up. Sounds good, yeah, sounds good. And feel free to join in whenever I'm doing this, whatever, and give yourself your own tour of what's been built, or whatever you want to do. Maybe in the future we can, like, make some content together or something, 6. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kill you, llama. Health, there we go. Oh, dang it. Lulu, no one wants to hear you bark. Yeah, and I apologize for my dog barking. People like to slam their doors in my apartment complex, and then it sets her off. see here. Probably won't go on too much longer for this stream. Probably just get this connected to that and then call it good. Since I have to work tonight and I still haven't ate anything. Thanks for the lurk, Six. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think once I get these connected, I'm probably gonna end stream so I can eat and get ready for work and whatnot. Was gonna hop off of here soon as well. Well, great minds think alike, don't they, lie? Huh. I think I've had a pretty decent length stream. 3 hours isn't bad. Hopefully I see you more in the future, Lila. Is this like a time that you usually would watch people stream? Because normally I don't stream at this time, but I've been thinking about changing when I stream, because normally I stream at my time at like 4 in the morning, because that's about when I get back home from work. But I don't really get too much activity from people at that time. Which proved very successful yesterday when I streamed Kingdom Hearts and got like 3 times the amount of viewers I normally do. All these fish in the way. You know what, I got an easier solution here. Maybe. That big one will get out of the way. There we go. Nothing like the sound of dying fish. Dang been actually going outside touching grass lately. Oh yeah. Huh. Proud of you. We're actually gonna go on vacation soon to Myrtle Beach. I remember right, I think we're leaving next weekend. We go to the beach for a week. Usually hang out with friends around Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday, and sometimes Wednesday. Gotcha. Alright. Beach sounds so good. It's been a while since I've been to the beach. I think last time we went to the beach we were in Galveston Islands. I used my what was that called? Whatever they gave us for COVID, all that money they gave us. I used all the money I got from that to take us on vacation in Galveston Islands last year. We stayed in a hotel room that was $500 a night. I mean, we've only paid $300 a night for it because we were booked for a room for those $300 a night, but for some reason they overbooked, so they upgraded our room for no extra price. So we just had this nice ocean view when we woke up because it was literally right next to the beach. I don't think I ever asked you, but what parts of the U.S. are you in? I live in Missouri, unfortunately. It was a super cool trip, and then I booked us a helicopter tour ride, so we toured the island in a helicopter. So that was pretty neat too. And we went to the Rainforest Cafe, since they actually still have a Rainforest Cafe in Galveston Islands. That hotel was so fancy though, it had a whole like museum under it. Good old Missouri. Oh, and the only good thing about Missouri is it's not very expensive to live here. Other than that, Missouri is not a place I would recommend. Do a pan out here. I think I've made some pretty decent progress this time around. I wonder if I can disable clouds. The clouds are kind of annoying. I wonder what that would even be. Game, maybe? I guess I can't. As someone in California, I can say this place is too damn high. Yeah. Actually, have some relatives that live in California. I mean, they're not direct relatives, but in a way they are. If my mother would actually get married to the person, they would be my stepbrothers. Yeah. Let's hang out here for a bit and we can finish chatting or whatever. wind things down to an end here. That's interesting. I never knew you lived in California. But COVID was a real pain there. I know they had like super big restrictions there. I can only imagine. Weren't they like quarantining like whole cities and they were blocking off anyone from like entering or exiting cities down there? Like my mother and boyfriend and her boyfriend went down there to visit my I don't know what you want to call them, sort of brothers, since they're not married. Um, and it was pretty hectic for them. At one point, I thought they were going to make everyone be locked in their house. What? Oh, Lord. I mean, sounds like you guys got almost as bad as like New York. I know New York was getting like crazy bad, and they were like having so many people die in their hospitals that they were just getting ice trucks and putting the dead bodies in these trucks because they didn't have any room for them. Can't say Missouri had the same experience, seeing as a lot of people here in Missouri are very redneck. They did not abide by much of the lockdown restrictions. The gas station that was by my house at the time didn't even enforce masks inside their gas station. Yeah, same. I don't know anyone that's personally passed from it. And no one that I can think of off the top of my noggin. I don't know, I think it got blown out of proportion a bit too much. I mean, sure, it was dangerous for like the elderly and the already very sick, but I mean, the death rates weren't very high for it. My GMA got in your grandma got in a coma, but that's about it. Well, I hope they got out of that coma, but uh, COVID just didn't seem as dangerous as the media made it out to be. I mean, Ebola and all that was far more dangerous, and we didn't do anything about that. It's whatever. Whatever made people feel more safe, I guess. Can't complain about all the downtime we got from. I'm more of a person that enjoys to be inside than outside. I just never thought in my lifetime that something like that would occur. But anyways, I think I'll end it here. It's been nice hanging out with you, Lilo, and Six, and anyone else that was lurking in the background. Um, I stream just whenever I have free time, so feel free to stop in by another stream and continue to hang out and see how the build goes. But with that, I bid everyone a farewell.